Again, a big idea from a book written by Robert Cialdini called Persuasion. So he shared a wonderful story in it. He was observing a restaurant, and when the waiter comes to a table where the customers are waiting, and he notes down the order. Okay, the 4 or 5 items from the menu items are told to the waiter, and then he goes to the next table and the next table and the next table. So usually 4 or 5 tables are allotted to one waiter and 4 or 5 tables to another waiter, and then after the order is delivered to the customer, the same waiter were asked what were the menu items that table number 1 guy is ordered, and he could not answer even a single item. But until the order was delivered, he could tell all the items without any hesitation. And the high level conclusion from this idea that I drew was that incomplete stories have got amazing power, amazing memory, right? You see the Saas Bahu serials, they stop at a cliffhanger, and then they keep us curious so that we can come back tomorrow to watch the next episode. Yeah, incomplete stories have lot of power and memory. And so I thought, why not break the 20-minute summary into 10-12 minutes each, and put and end the first part on such a note that you will be so curious to go to the next part and the next part. Yeah, and another technical reason was that the audio files will become too heavy for you to download. That was secondary reason that could have been taken care of through technology, but this was the main reason, thanks to Robert Cialdini, who gave me this idea. So I've rarely met people who said that I heard only the first part or baki ka 2 part nahi suna. They go till the third part. Yeah.
Interesting. In fact, yeah, like most summaries that even I have read of, they even like as you are explaining non-fiction concepts, they feel more like one story. And my next question also a bit connected to that when you are writing a summary, what kind of measures do you take to not move away from the core essence of the book that you are covering?
There is no question of deviating from the core essence of the message of the author, because see, once you read a lot, you open up your mind and you become so humble that you approach a person, a place, or a situation, or an author, or a book with blank slate. Very, very important. Nowadays, you see, a teacher is teaching in a classroom. There are some students who ask questions just to gather attention. They are not seeking answers, right? And there are many people who just boast their knowledge, especially when they are part of the student community and teacher is supposed to speak, but they show that how much I know. Right? But I think the duty of a student is to approach a teacher with blank slate and listen to that person with an intent to understand him, not with an intent to reply. But most of us are bad listeners. We listen to the other person with the intent to reply कि वो कब चुप बैठेगा और कब मैं मेरा बकूंगा. Yeah. So I think books have taught me to be a good listener, and reading is part of listening, right? Yes. I think the word author, now this is my assumption, I don't know, I don't have any statistical evidence to back it up, that the word author must have been derived from the word called authority, where you give an authority to the author, to the writer, to say, shut up and listen to me. Because you can't give it back. Unless, of course, giving a review and a critical appraisal on Goodreads. While reading a book, you can't give it back to him. You just have to take from him and listen to him quietly. So, I think I have developed myself to approach a book with a blank slate, even if I disagree with the author. In fact, I like opposite views. I have fallen in love with contradictory views since I learned from a book called, not a book, Ido Portal is one of my fitness gurus from Israel, and he said that holding two contradictory views at the same time in your mind is a sign of intelligence. What an idea. Yeah. So suppose nowadays the whole India is divided into two, Modi and anti-Modi, for example. And suppose I'm a Modi fan and I meet an anti-Modi friend, and he's just गालियाँ दे रहा है मोदी को, and I try to prove him wrong. What are you saying? He's such a nice guy, non-corrupt. Yeah, it will just reinforce his views about Modi, and he'll start hating Modi more. It is my opportunity to listen to him, why he is saying what he is saying, to look at Modi with a new perspective without agreeing with him. I need not agree with his views, but don't you think it is an opportunity for me to learn about Modi more? Where is it coming from? Where is this hatred coming from? That's it. And there's no point in proving him how great Modi is. I'll be losing a friend. Modi doesn't care about it because he's not present during our conversation. Right? So it makes a lot of sense to listen to him with a lot of empathy, without judging him, without converting his views and about Modi. So I think this is what helps me while reading as well.